guys, welcome back. I'm so glad you're here. Today we're going to hear a Bible story and learn about how God never changes. I want to show you something that my grandchildren love. It changes, and I bet you've already guessed what kind of a toy changes. Well, it's Transformers. I found these at Dollar Tree. I was a little disappointed in them, but the real Transformers are kind of cool because they turn in from a car or a plane or something into a robot, and then they turn back. You can change them, transform them back into what they were originally. So they change, but God never changes. That's cool because He's perfect, and we kind of need Him not to change sometimes. Okay, so I want to show you two things, and I want you to tell me what you think the difference is between these two items. Is there one that you would say changes and one that doesn't? Kinda, yeah, huh? The rock, not much in the way of change. If I wanted to bounce the rock off this table, I don't think it would work. This is Silly Putty, another toy from my childhood, which I totally love. And I can change the shape of the Silly Putty like this. So people change, houses change, times change, like this. I think it even bounced. Oh, it did. It bounced all over my table. It changes, okay? But God never changes, and that's the best news. This week, I'll bet you had a lot of changes in your life. Did you start a new school? Do you have a new teacher? Are you learning online when you used to go to the classroom and play on the playground? All those changes are kind of hard on a little kid, not so easy on the grown-up kids either. So I just want you to know that even though things around us change, guess who never changes? That's God. Let's look at the Bible story.
Kids Bible Story Theater!
Today's Bible story comes from the book of Exodus, chapter 3, verse 1, through chapter 4, verse 17. One day, Moses was outside taking care of his sheep.
I'm Moses.
While watching over his sheep, he saw a bush burning. The bush was on fire, but it wasn't burning up.
Whoa, that's cool. I need to check it out.
All of a sudden, a voice came from the bush. It was God.
Moses, Moses,
Me? I'm here.
don't come any closer. Take off your shoes, for this is holy ground. I've noticed that my people, the Israelites, are suffering in Egypt. The Egyptians are using them as slaves. That's not okay. So I'm going to rescue them, and you are going to help me. You need to go talk to Pharaoh.
Moses didn't want to talk to Pharaoh, and he didn't think the Israelites would believe God really spoke to him. So God helped Moses by giving him some signs of God's power. First, God told Moses to throw the staff in his hand onto the ground. It turned into a snake. When Moses picked up the snake, it turned back into a staff. God sent this sign so Moses could prove that God had sent him. Next, God told Moses to put his hand in his cloak. It turned white, like he had a bad skin disease. When Moses put his hand back in his cloak, the white was gone. This was another sign of God's power. As one final sign, God told Moses to pour water from the river onto the ground. The water turned to blood. All these signs proved that God could do miracles. And God doesn't change. He can always do miracles. God is all powerful. Moses still felt unsure he could do the job, but he could trust God Because
God doesn't change! Yay!
Welcome back. That was a cool Bible story, wasn't it? Moses showed some signs from God. We're going to go back over them again because I can do tricks, but I can't do signs. Only God can do signs. So God told Moses to go talk to Pharaoh and demand some things to happen. Now, I don't know about you, but if I had to go talk in front of a bunch of people, I would be very scared because it is not something I'm very good at. I don't like talking in front of a bunch of people unless they're kids, and then I'm fine. But grown-ups, not so much. So he tells Moses to go up in front of a lot of people, and Moses says, well, how are they going to know that you sent me? I mean, like, I'm just a guy, right? I'm just a shepherd guy. And God said, I'm going to show you some signs through you. Moses could not do them by himself, but through God, Moses did these signs. So he said, get your stick. It was probably a little softer than this because it was his walking stick or his staff. And he said, put it behind your back. And now bring it out. And oh, it's a snake. Ah! Now put it back on the ground. And then it came back a stick again. God showed that sign. That's pretty crazy, huh? What about this one? He said, when I tell you you can do this, what's going to happen is you are going to shoot.